So now when we're starting to work down in through the ribs and the front part, how do we ease up all that shoulder blade so that all the muscles and all of this area can move more freely like a skeleton? And you bring your hands, we like to put our backs of our hands, but you can lift up here and just feel that shoulder blade if you can. If not, just try to be here and try to come out to the outside of the shoulder blade and start to lift. But the idea is to bring the attachment of the pecs to the attachment on the other side. Use the bones to bring that together. Start thinking how the bones bring the two attachments together so that you have space or ease in those muscles. They're not really tight on these ribs anymore, and even the intercostals, I guess. And just nice and easily start to feel how that can happen. And then you can open up. And you can open up at the end, and this is where I'm hoping to get for you, is to just gently touch the outside here. Let this arm turn out. That will also, if this area is easy, that will, and this area is easy, then that will just naturally happen, and your head will probably turn with it. You can find a way to turn it to the other direction, but congruently, that would be a movement. Congruently, when you start to roll on your side, turning your arms in would be a movement back here. And to be able to roll back like we started to last night, we had that hand behind, your back, right? And we started to roll backwards. And if you allowed that arm to go, it would probably roll so that the palms would be open. And then you can start to bring, you can do all sorts of things. But basically, this arm is connected, and neurologically, it just falls in a congruent way. So everything rotates, and everything rotates back out, and everything rotates in, and everything rotates back up. And this idea of this whole arm, this rotation and this whole arm down in the forearm, you have it or you don't have it. You know, you want it. But then there needs to be a rotation all the way up, because again, the 6 degrees of separation. One has to go, then the other has to go. Then if you're going to go further in that direction, and this is a judo way of getting someone. You take their arm and you turn it like that, and ooh, they've got no defense. They have to turn. So those are kinds of little tools that we're working with. But again, when we're here, we want to bring those muscles together. When we come down to the diaphragm down here, where there's an attachment of the diaphragm, then we also want to just kind of soft tissue it very quietly, just through the touch, as we want to find that space between all of these intercostals. Find the space between all of these intercostals so that there's movement here. So that there we can start to soften all the way through here to allow these vertebrae to rotate, even though there's 2 joints on either side of each vertebrae, 2 joints on those ribs. We can start to get a little bit more rotation.